None of these are likely to be consistently good. Luckily, I find all three of them to be kind of fun conceptually to draft. And then you finish with a deck and it's, you just lose to mages and that druid and everything. But it looks like kind of fun, maybe. Like, I could get a fires. Go warrior. Warrior, please. We want warrior. Oh, you know what? Taz is right. We did suffer through a couple of rough ones. Our skills were on full display. A 10-win run with that last rogue, it felt kind of bad. Only going 10 with that one. I did promise a fires of Zinashari. Yeah, you did. We're going to open one, but just one. And we'll see if the game rewards us for our... We'll see if the Pokemon reward us. Although we really are flying high with the Pokemon today. But we could use some more shiny ones, I think. Okay, we got Energy Switch. Does Imp get banned if they fail their promise? Yes. You'll have to go watch Deformed Poet VODs all weekend. Purloin. Sandit. Coughing. We got Bidoof. Be sure to chew your wood. Sun Kernel. We got a Zarude. Reverse Hollow. Followed by the Omega Banger. None other than... Whoa! Wow! Wow-wee! Jiminy Christmas. Wow, we're really doing good. This could be my new career. Just opening Pokemon cards. Wow, secret rare. Etched Pikachu. We have that one already, but that's okay. We can have more. We have 2 now. Cool. That's 6 packs. We're on like this crazy Crown Zenith streak. Alright, well that must imbue into our Hearth luck, right? If you have 5 or more armor, summon a copy of this. I think I'm just going to take Shoulder Check. It's cheap and we can maybe interact a bit with it. Wow. The newer Crown Zenith has been good? I don't know, man. It's always hit or miss. More often than not, it's miss, but we've been doing pretty good. You look through the Reddit and everybody's like, I got all these crazy cards, and then you open it and you get crap. And then people start posting, oh, I never get anything. Don't be fooled by everybody buying it, showing their hits on Reddit. I got nothing. And you're like, oh, yeah, of course. But it's cool. I think I'll take Gorilla Bot. Maybe we'll find some mechs. That's a great Pikachu emote. Yeah, one of my best ones I designed. Oh, baby. Oh, man. Can we take Rivendare? I guess Lothar's actually a good card. The card's good for 50. It's probably a little less than that now. Probably closer to like 20 or 30. Maybe. I don't know. But it'll probably settle a bit lower. It's not quite as rare, I think, as people thought originally. But it's cool. I'll take it. It's at 18 right now? Yeah, I would imagine. I was guessing like 20 maybe. I'm going to grab this Lothar because we haven't won a game. Isn't the Jailer good? No. Lothar's much better. He's much cheaper. We haven't won a game in like an hour, so let's not meme too hard. And let's grab a Maze Guide here. These are all okay, but we'll grab a Maze Guide. I'll take an Operative. There's at least some upside there. He has better stats than the other guys anyway. I'll just take the Dredge. Maybe we get Phelan. We deserve some good RNG. I think we'll take a Peon here. It could be cool. Maybe you get Fires of Zinashari from it. Corporal's okay. Yeah, let's grab a Corporal. Why not? Let's grab Smith or Diver. I think Diver's a better card. Suspect. If this one just ends up a big turd, I'm not going to play it either. We're kind of at the point where we'll kind of hard roll for a competitive deck. I don't want to sit here and go into another run with almost a 0% chance to win a game. Right now it's kind of looking like that. That's why I just mentioned that. This could be really good if you get some weapons, but we haven't been offered one. Glory Chaser could be really good if you get taunts. We just passed like that 3-mana 2/4. We have no taunts, no weapons. Maybe we just take the location. It'll always be okay. Hey, Trench Stalker's strong. It's kind of cool card too. These are legendaries. They're just not very good. After Battlecry, you cast a copy of the last spell your opponent played. That's probably the best card here, no? Invincible with, I'm assuming, no undeads. Any with 1 crappy mech. Yeah, I think we have to take this. I'm gonna run a slam over a Tarajo. Alright, just give me 1 Fires of Zinashari and this whole crap deck becomes pretty cool. Take the 2. I think I'll take the Freebooter. We didn't take the Glory Chase, so I'm never taking Conqueror's Banner. I've gone 0-3. I've gone 0-4-3 with that so many times. Outrider's Axe, okay. That's the best card in our deck right now. Just the guy. I'm gonna take another big thing. We've actually only got 3 big things right now. Guard the City I like. Corporal's cool. Did I take the first Corporal? I did. I'm gonna take this. I like this card. It's actually kind of good if you have a Corporal and then you put one of these down. Junk here. Bulk up. Do I have any taunts? I still don't have a taunt in my warrior deck. I have a taunt. It's not very good though. I'm just gonna take a 3. Let's take a Freebooter. Stormwind Guard, or whatever that card's called. Do I have any dragons? No flames? I would love some flames. Not these type of flames. I need the good flames. I guess we take the 1. Ay, ay, ay. Looking like we're going to retire. Could theoretically find fires. Alright, we're in. How many dredge? I have 1 dredge card. Oh, fuck me, dude. I have 1 dredge. No shuffle. What's the weapon that is there a weapon that dredges? Oh no, there's the 4 mana 3/5. That'd be a good one to get. Alright, we're gonna get it. Mute Axe, that's a good card. Come on. Oh god, it's gonna make me barf. I love this card, it shuffles. Alright, I'm in. Non-golden Phelan, yeah, we're on EU, so we can retire some of these turds. I don't know if we'll even bother here. I mean, we'll see. We have a, what's that card called? Volpira? Maybe we find fires. We get 4, we get to see 4 cards, potentially.
All will serve me in death. Victory or death.
It takes 3 legendaries to play Arena and not retire. I mean, the legendaries aren't actually all that good, right? We have this 3 mana 3/4 taunt. We have a Yeti that'll probably get no value. They're at least, like, that one's at least fun. Lothar's a good card, but, I mean, we're losing to Erelon on, turn 5, going second. We're losing to, actually, not a ton of mages today. I'm sure that part will come soon, but only 6 legendaries. The legendaries are oftentimes just worse than, like, Frozen Touch and, Drake Fire Amulet and Arcane Overflow, Bloodseeker, Scorpid, Alec Mount. Like, the legendaries for the most part aren't really all that good. They're cool, like they can be fun for sure. Like we queued up because we have Phelan, not because Phelan's a great card, but because it's fun to shuffle crap into your deck. But I was having a lot more fun when I was the mage and we weren't talking about Hearthstone at all. We weren't forced to talk about Hearthstone at all. So I don't know, what else can we talk about? Who knows? Any other like nude business? Wish I'd coined that out and then top decked that. I'm gonna believe in the fires of Zinashari. How many days until the next expansion do you reckon? I would guess, my guess would be that it comes out on the 4th of April. If history is any indication.
I'll try.
Usually on a Tuesday is when they do things. And I don't know when the last reveals are, but my guess would be... How did I just pull up the calendar?
I hope this fits on the ship.
Yeah, the 28th feels early. I would guess the 28th or the 4th, but I would guess the 4th if I were a gambling man. I can swing. I can play a 2. I'm just gonna play the 2. I'm gonna hold this for our potential Phelan.
I'll try.
How many more do I need? I need 2, right?
Make no mistakes.
Redbeard, there's a certain streamer, I won't say who, I like him. His chat is non-stop talking about Hearthstone, questions all of his plays, and it drives me absolutely nuts. I wonder if you know who I'm talking about. Well, that's most Hearthstone streamers, most channels. Yeah, and that's fine. Some channels are more educational, right? Some channels are not. I was about to coin that out. I'm assuming you're talking about Shady Bunny, because you've been talking about Shady Bunny in that context for almost 5 years now. That would be my guess. But it would certainly not be exclusive to Shady's channel to have a Hearthstone channel that talks primarily about Hearthstone. I want to do this right now. I actually like this person. Whoa, hey, whoa, come on.
Let's see, what do I take?
Stammer Glug. So I could chop here. Trade, trade, trade. People non-stop question everything he does. I don't know how he deals with it. Prove you like the person. Give him a kiss on the cheek.
Guess what dropped?
That was not a word. Who followed? Thank you so much, Malfury. 1, 2, 3, 4. Release the Kraken. God, Glug looks so cool. Somebody said something about a non-golden Phelan. Was that Refugeek? God, what a throw that was. What a throw. That's fine. Glug will gain him life for the rest of eternity, but Glug will also be gigantic. That's kind of cool.
Most intriguing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to draw a card off the bottom of my deck. Could also equip this. Guess I can do this. I guess I'm getting this. I need more Colossals. How do I get another Colossal?
You got the wrong guy, pal.
I can't believe you remember things about Shady. I've spoken about that dude twice, and you're probably not for 2 years. It's the way the streamer grows his community. For example, Red doesn't give anything. It shuts down anything he doesn't like instantly, and the end result is you get the community you want. I shut things down instantly? What do I shut down? People being jerks? I do that sometimes. Hear me out, we draw a remote-controlled golem. Could happen. Ringzeman. Thank you, Ringzeman. Why are all of his guys so big? Marching orders, you say. Trade there. My god, we're getting so many new followers. This is wonderful.
I ain't no snitch.
Order? Correct order? I want to draw though, really badly. What was that about? Remote-controlled golem, you were saying? Ojama, Ringjaman, Blackum, and Malfury. Welcome, everybody. We did get it, yeah. And our deck is getting kind of thin, so we can draw some. People being jerks is an objective assessment. Yeah, but I think we can come to a reasonable consensus on what constitutes jerky behavior. Or at least more jerky behavior than like someone who brings you like baked goods at the time of your choosing, as opposed to like somebody who spits on you and you walk across, walking them next to them on the street. Yeah, maybe some people like to get spit on, but I forgot we had another mech. Oh my god, we got to shuffle these cards. Actually pretty good thing, you know?
Where's your plan now?
I like this though. Baked goods, these analogies. Well, I mean, come on. We know who's a jerk. We know what a jerk is. But yeah, like I said, some things that might bother me might not bother someone else, right? And then some things bother you more at different times. Like when you're just sitting there losing to Aralon and somebody says like, oh, you know, order lol. It's a lot more annoying than when you're crushing somebody with an overpowered mage deck and you kill them the next turn and you're like, oh, don't worry about it, you know? But you try to not be too hung up on those things. Salim Fresser, thank you, Salim. I mean, hello, how are you? Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like 99.99% of the people that come to the stream are cool. We don't get a lot of jerks. I don't think most channels do. I think most people are pretty cool, but the jerks usually stand out, and you know, that's sort of the beauty of streaming. Is you know, if you don't like something, you just don't put up with it. If I wanted to put up with it, I'd go work somewhere and get a real paycheck, and you know, I'll just yeah. But what do we ban? Like one person a month, maybe? Like an outright troll? They banned somebody spamming some sort of malicious links, it seemed. Let's see. I want to go here. I guess I want to go here. Could be explosive. Could be objection. I'm a jerk sometimes. That's not good. It's not good to be a jerk sometimes. Don't ever bring Retta Bubka. You can bring me baked goods. I went to the market today. I said about $10 worth of cheese. That wasn't entirely true. I also was going to get some bread. I haven't really been eating a lot of bread, but I made a couple sandwiches. I was like, oh, this is really convenient, you know? You don't have to like clean any dishes or cook anything or whatnot, which is bad because I was on like a better diet. And bread, like, I don't really need to be eating a loaf of bread, you know? But I had this desire to get like some fresh bread, so I got some of like the fresh bread. And it looks so good. I was like, this will be. I'll make like a really nice sandwich, really satisfying. And then I took it out and I was like, let me take a bite of this bread. And it was like hard as a rock, but it was like, it was fresh, you know. I was like, it was. I think it was designed that way, but I was like, this is like completely non-functional. I can't eat this. I felt like I would die from eating it. I like jerk chicken. Yeah, that's okay. Old Man Gomes. Thanks for the follow, Old Man Gomes. Did you slice into it? It might have just a hard crust and it's soft inside. Yeah, it is soft inside and it does have a hard crust outside. It's like a nice piece of bread. But I was chewing it, I'm like, you know, I chewed it for like, you know, 30 seconds and I just had like this ball of like bread. I was like, I don't know, man, my body probably can't even process this. So I spat it out. I was like, and now I have these two, like, I mean, they were like $1. I was feeling bold, but I didn't really like it. Hero Wars. Get your sweet butt in there, Talty. Get your sweet butt in there, man. That's Zoomer bread. Everyone over 50 breaks teeth. Yeah, I was actually a little... I think my teeth are kind of relatively strong. I've never chipped a tooth or broken a tooth. But I was like, I think about it now, I'm getting older, and you know, your body just starts to fall apart. Your body just starts to fall apart over time. I was like, I could bite a hard thing and break a tooth, and it ain't coming back. I got a loaf of tiger bread. It's a bit like that, and it is great. Tiger bread. Tiger bread, also known as Dutch Crunch, is a bread of Dutch origin that has a mottled crust. Yeah, it looks good. Bread is just so wonderful, but I've been trying to minimize some of my bread intake a little bit. I guess eating sandwiches probably ain't the best idea, though. American food is synonymous with unhealthiness. That's not true. Can't imagine you guys have anything but white bread. We certainly do. Yeah, that seems like an odd misconception. There's food from all over the world in America, and healthy food made in America. Whether or not you choose to buy it or whatnot, you know, that's up to you. But no, those aren't accurate analyses. Better to avoid excess bread intake. It might be better for me and my old man body. Just like there's unhealthy food everywhere, and I mean, just kind of is what it is. Nah, well, your statement is wrong. I mean, it's not accurate.
You never know what you're gonna catch.
Come on, fires. Yeah, I was hoping for fires there. One mana to deal 10 seems pretty cool. I don't think I need to equip that just to draw an extra card here. We can always just wait, right? I like getting this down.
If I got in, I can get out.
I've got a little bit of time. The stream is so chill to have while playing. Hey man, you know me. They call me. Well, they call me Redbeard, but I try to stay pretty relaxed. It's hard sometimes. I get a little stressed out or frustrated or whatever, but I try to keep it kind of even keel bossed. Sorry, I'm just pulling some stuff out of my back. Also, all those sound effects, I'm gonna pay them all back. You can use them, it's fine. But you'll just get your channel points back. I gotta get stuff resituated on this particular PC.
I'm gonna win big.
Well, you know what we gotta do, Dealy. Find the fires of Zinashari. God damn it.
I spy with my orcish eye.
Enough is enough. What's he gonna do? Clear it all? Do we know the card rotation for the next expansion? Not yet, no. Not that I've seen. Did you see Tarantula in those tight spidey spandex? Redbeard, man, is a step away from OnlyFans. I saw he's been playing a lot of Marvel Snap. I actually saw in his title, I might have been lurking, I can't quite remember if I was in there or if I just saw his title. But he was in a tournament or something. I wanted to see. I think it was before I was heading out for Poke Adventures. My god, our Pokemon packs today have been absolutely loaded, Dealy. What did we open? 6 packs. We got the secret rare Pikachu, 2 silver bordered Galarian Gallery cards, some other crap.
Hands up my dice.
It's 95F here the whole day. Ugh. It was really nice today here. What did he get? Oh, some mule. It was nice here. It was 60-ish. So it's like 15.5 C here today. Anybody like 15.5? He was in a little tourney. No pool 4 or 5 cards allowed. That's fun. How did he do? I hope he won. Or if he didn't, I hope he had fun. That's also good. One of my favorite things is fun. It's been a solid 6F here. God damn it. Let's become Pokemon scalpers. If we could open like we did today all the time, we'd be the world's richest humans. He beat one and lost to the next. Did Dexter play?
Welcome to Dr.
Oh my god, Sedella. Thank you for the prime. Sedella. Oh man, I'm gonna stretch my legs out. Oh man. Adjust my dongus and stretch my legs out. Feels pretty good.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Oh man. Legs hurting. Body squirting. Moonbeam dealt to an enemy. It's not very good. 1, 2, 3. What if I do this? 4, 5. Steals 5. It's really close. I'm gonna cast it, but it doesn't quite set up lethal. I guess I swing the Outrider's Egg.
I wonder.
Deal 5 damage to all minions. So I have to use this to kill that though. Hit and chop here to draw a card. The last spell they cast was Moonbeam, which I just can't I can't get the two of them, and then Moonbeam's just not likely to do much, I don't think. But this sets up lethal, and we're under no pressure, and we have a good card, so I'm kind of down for that. I don't know who else was playing. I saw some chatter afterwards on Discord. That's fun. I don't even know where you hear about it. It was like community run or whatever. I would have played. I should have. I saw that he was doing it, but I didn't know the context, like if it was open to everybody, or if you had to like pre-register, or what. So maybe that's like too much effort for little old Redbeard. I think he was invited. Wait, what? I actually finally got a response from Marvel Snap. Remember I was trying to get in the creator program like a month ago? They told me no. But they did write me an email back like a month after I emailed them twice. So.
Time goes short.
They're gonna get you into beta? Did the email say please never contact us again? No. Why the heck did they say no? I don't know. This guy just gained 1 billion life though? I can cast that. Huh. Cast it next turn. We might get something better. The problem is I might get 12 armor. I think it's random which one I get. Yeah, I don't know why they were cruel to me. Well, we can at least cast that. His. Okay, second best hit. His. Third best hit. One of mine. Okay. Worst hit. One of his. Okay, worst hit again. Huh. Mine would be great. This guy's at 29. He was at 2 last turn. God damn. He was at 2. The previous Hearthstone community manager get a job at Snap. Chris is like, oh man, he's been getting too much support elsewhere. Fucking kill me. I gotta cast this. Let's go here. That's the same person I wouldn't let read on the Twitch homepage. Oh yeah. Hearthstone used to never help me. 105. Thanks for the follow. Hearthstone used to never help me.
You got the wrong guy.
It's better odds to get buffs to go in my favor. I'm gonna go face just in case I kill my own guy. I forgot about Twitch not helping me. Marvel Snap not helping me. Okay, worst hit. Okay, awful things so far have happened to me. Just waiting for the rest of my spells. Surely they're coming soon. Oh, that's what mine did?
Well played.
Thanks, man. So that's what mine did. Like, nothing? It summoned him a board that I had to kill with the board I summoned for myself. At least I got a snowed in. And I lost all my mana or whatever. That's great. That's great. I'm back from my morning walk. It's really late today. Hey Ellie, how are you? I'm glad you got out. You got some walking done. I like that he's doing this. Better odds to clear. More face damage.
The foulest waters.
Great card, but maybe next turn.
Soak it in.
I'm addicted to my phone, so I only allow myself to check it during or after my morning walk. I've been doing that for over a month now, and it seems to work. I like to bring my phone with me on walks so I can listen to podcasts. Trench sniped those hidden goobers. Yeah, we wanted to hit the taunts, but I guess it didn't matter.
Versus Jane.
You asked.
Sorry. I don't want to have the trawler before my Phelan. I'm just gonna re-roll it all. I don't really know what I'm looking for though. Mistress could be okay. Peon and Phelan? Okay, sure. Now we want our dredge back though. What does Lothar do? At the end of the turn, he attacks a random enemy minion. And if he kills it, then he gets +3/+3. So he's like a 7 mana, 7/7, kill a 4/4, become a 10/6 or whatever. 10/5. Sometimes he kills, you know, a 6/6 and becomes a 10/4. I don't know. He kills things and he grows, and that's good. Alright. Just pick up Lothar now and we'll have all of our uncastable cards by turn 3. That's good. Hello, Red. Good luck. You're versus me, Grucci. Hey, if you beat me, you're in big trouble, okay? Just remember that, alright?
Powers beyond your comprehension.
Late game acquired. We have all of our late game. Wow, I can't believe we got so many great Pokemon cards today. We should go out and buy more tomorrow. Surely they're all gonna be great. Why is the deck tracker halfway off? That's a good question. That's a damn fine question.
I'll try.
Fires of Zinashare right now. God, that card is complete and utter gigafart. Okay. I'm a fan of you. I make you win. No, I make you lose. Don't worry about that. So what the hell is this? Oh, that's my goal? Why the hell is it so big? What is this? What's the text thing? Oh yeah. Let's get rid of that. Sorry. I'm failing.
We're going on a dangerous voyage.
Hey Red, what is sticky and brown? Melted Twix bar on the card seat. A stick. Okay. I picked candy bar. Does your blanket have any magical properties like Doctor Strange's cape? Is stink a magical property? You know, it actually doesn't smell that bad. Wow, that part actually smells kind of good. It smells like washed blankie. I didn't wash it though. Maybe somebody snuck in, stole it out of the apartment, washed it, brought it back, and wrapped me up in it nice and cozy. That happens, right? That can happen.
The Queen's troll is forbidden.
Queen's troll is forbidden. The lady in white does Red's laundry while he sleeps. No, I love this emo. This is great. Check this out, gesticulate. It's a great battle between two titans. Titans of the game.
I spy with my orcish eye. I spy with my orcish eye.
Well, I guess that's not that good. Remember the lady in white? My god, that was a terrifying time. I get up and open my windows, do my morning walk, or take a cold shower. I let myself choose, then I go on with my day. I opened my window for the first time in a long time. It was cold out. It was warm today though. I opened the window when I went on my walk, and when I came back, I closed it. I got 7 mana?
You got the wrong guy, pal. Where's your
We need to be able to coin these out. These have been in our hands since turn 2. Or maybe it was 3, I don't remember, but... How many hours did we spend talking about whether the closet was closed or open each day? Many. I was thinking about it earlier, that since I've been streaming in the last 5 years, you know, almost 5 years were coming up, I've streamed from 3 different places as a residence, plus my sister's. But it's like, if I move again, Matt, that's a lot of moving in a short amount of time. I feel like, relatively speaking, if I move again from here, I don't like moving. I like remaining stationary. 5 fucking years? You're kidding me. I was thinking about it, how long that feels, and then thinking about how short, relatively, like, of your career, quote unquote, 5 years really is. Like, 5 years. I worked at Target for way longer than that. Like, if I got a new job tomorrow and I was there for 2 or 3 years, it wouldn't feel like that long. Streaming, it feels like an eternity. The counter's not going up. Sometimes it takes a little while. Tilty, it seems to always go up in the end, so I'll remain cautiously optimistic that we'll get there.
Your face catch snowball.
I remember when Red had to defend his sister's place and manhandle the puma, jeopardizing her property and her dogs. I remember that. I just was going through my old phone. Rudy, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, man. That's incredible. My old phone had died. I bought a charger just to see what was on it. I was curious. I hadn't booted it up in like over a year. And there was a picture of the puma, the mountain lion, right outside my sister's house from their little cam.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Wait, I'm dead. 8, 12, 14.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
After you kill her, and your face catch snowball.
I can't even guess this. Rudy, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Skalatos, Glorthan, Bimble, Daniel, Chump, Magic, Renegade, Ponty, Undead, and Raymanowski. Welcome everybody, courtesy of the man, the myth, the legend himself. Vintage Rudy.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Hey Johns. Every year in streaming is like 2 years for a normal job. I guess maybe it's like because I have no time off. I take such a small amount of time off.
Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Rudy is gifting 10 more subs. Good gracious. Thank you, Rudy. That is
Welcome to Dog Poop in the
an
Mouth.
abundant amount of success, support. Do this and this, and we're putting a 2.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Kill that thing. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. Someone's gonna knock off Cosmic Camel this week, maybe. Maybe. You never know.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth. Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
I've been hanging out with the Stardew community this week, and they're all so lovely. Who's Dr. Puma? My sister had a giant mountain lion
Dog Poop in the Mouth.
outside of her residence. And not while I was there though, but while I was there, I would leave the doors open all day so the dogs could come. Her dogs could go in and out. And then at night I'd close it. I'm like, I'm not leaving this open to have a mountain lion come in here. I was terrified.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
The voice says Dr. Puma. Yeah, Dr. Puma was my nickname when I was younger because I used to work in a zoo.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Hey, Ruchi, just there's no beating Redbeard. I worked in the Puma section of the San Diego Zoo.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Dr. Puma Pants. Oh, Pooh is funny. Did you work with any animals in particular? Oh yeah, the Puma.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
I can't believe you won that. There's just no stopping. Hey, Grucci, could you have lived, Grucci? Is that Red Zesty saying that? Yeah, that's Red Zesty.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Pumbaa the farting warthog. When I was a young warthog. Let's watch The Lion King.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
Was there an animal you wish you could have worked with more? Yeah. The Vancouver Canadian giant malding ape. They had imported it from America. I say I would go back and forth between the international, the Canadian Zoo, and the San Diego Zoo. But there was the malding ape. I can't win versus such an arena master with an orange spear. You could have won, Grucci, but maybe next time, okay? Maybe next time. How do cashews stack up against other nuts? I don't know. I really realized I have not eaten that many types of nuts. But the older I get, the more nuts I try, and I seem to just like them all. Almonds, pistachios, cashews. The molding ape, quite the specimen. Yeah. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yes! Fires of Zinashari. Coming here. Give it to me, baby. Right now.
How
F mage. I hate mage. That's why I never draft mage. Mod comments can't be deleted. I tried when you first asked. Wait, you can't? I can play it next turn plus a 2. So let's just be alone on the board. And we'll go 2-2 and hope that this can contest whatever comes out here. I'm stuck with it forever. Elion's mod comment here? Horny dolphin. I can delete it. You can't delete it? You want me to delete horny dolphin?
No waves can sink this ship.
He played out a 3-4. That's not that bad. Could also kill his guy. I'm just gonna do this. You don't have a delete button? Redbeard, tech savvy wunderkin. You can delete it? It's fine. Just a bit weird. Yeah, I'll delete it. Everybody got a nickname at some point, I think. An animal nickname. I don't know if you remember one night. Alright, I deleted it. 5 mana, 5/5. I think I actually want to play this and eventually hit like an early Colossal or something. Hopefully.
Welcome.
Dev, thanks for the Prime, Dev. Dev, did you see our Pokemon pack hits we got? Do you care? I mean, I'm assuming you care big time. Wait, he kills his own guy. I do care. Okay, I'm gonna show you. We have a few more. We've only done 6 packs, okay? I want to show you, Dev, because I care about you. And I want you to be excited. We've only done 6 packs, keep that in mind. I'm gonna organize them in a way to show you in which I think they're the most appealing, okay? When I was a young warthog. I will say, eventually I'm assuming I'll get a good card. Eventually. Exhibit, what's up, dude? Big Cam, I can go bigger, okay, but not big. Because people get really mad. I just go over here. Okay. Zacian V Star from 1 pack. Leafeon, this is from 6 packs, remember? Gaia. Gaia seems okay. Could play this too. You know what? Let's just play this one. Leafeon V Star. Another Leafeon V Star. We got our 3rd Raikou. I don't know why we have 3 Raikus. This was out of 6 packs, remember? Just 6, Dev. Go out and buy all the Pokemon cards you can. And then the full art secret rare Pikachu. Unbelievable. Whoa, 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 slow down. Save some pack luck for the rest of us. Well, I've been getting screwed, so, you know, now it's fair. I just wanted to attack in case it was vengeful. Oh, good. I was just gonna say, hopefully the package runner can get hit a bunch. How much is Pikachu worth? I think it's established somewhere like 20 bucks maybe. But yeah, it's cool. I have 2 of them now. I can trade it to Dreads for his whole collection, plus $15.
You looking for a candle?
Yeah, sure. It's pretty good. Summon 5/5 for each watch post you've summoned this game. I think I just want to buff these. I've yet to have good luck in Pokemon. My magic touch lies with magic. My magic packs have been big duds, but it's fun to open magic cards. This should say, can only attack if you have at least 8 cards in your hand, or your opponent has 2 dragons on the board. And I was a young warthog. 7, 10, 11. 5, 12. This card just makes such an epic sound. I feel like I'm firing like some sort of mechy gun. I'm just gonna hold these. Why are those cards? Only if you have stuff. Why can't it be if your opponent doesn't have it? Yeah, true.
The more you'll struggle, the better.
The first magic pack I ever opened, I pulled a foil Bone Slayer Angel when it was standard and it was worth big money. Wow, do you still have it? All the colossals have strange mixing to them, and they feel colossal. Want to see a funny save clip? Sure. The first magic pack I ever opened had a Memnarch in it. The first one I ever opened had a Gaia's Cradle in it.
Second kill the sound. That's the sound I should make.
He's so funny. What a cutie. I think we got rated by Save. I think we got rated by every Hearthstone streamer today. Every Hearthstone Arena streamer. I have to shout them all out. I think Team America rated us just as Save rated him. And Save had just gotten off, and then Judge rated us. Someone else rated us too, no?
I cannot do that.
And the cycle of life is reborn.
Remember, this guy gave us the Fires of Zinashari. I remember when I opened a Molten Masticore. I remember when I opened a foil Masticore from Urza's Destiny. And I traded it for like a king's ransom. And I wonder how much that's worth now. I think I looked it up. I think it's very expensive. Urza's Destiny foil Masticore. They want $400 for this. Man, I'm gonna buy one before I die. I'm gonna buy a foil Masticore.
You asked for it.
I want one back.
Your death.
Sick, man. Condition played? How about you give me not played one? 4 available. No, I want a mint condition one. When I was a young warthog. Who brought that up? Oh, Ellie. Ellie was singing the Pumbaa song. My best bill was probably a Kaladesh Invention Soul Ring. It was worth 200 at the time, and I regret selling it now. It's okay, you probably needed that money to buy crypto coins. I remember pulling revised dual lands and being upset that I got lands as a rare. You little worm. Do I coin them out? I'm gonna coin this out. I just bought more booster boxes. Oh, that's fun though. That's a good use. I take responsibility for this. I like the Lion King. And I like the Wizard of Oz. Fires of Zinashari right now, I'll rip it. Yeah, man, the cannons. It's not bad. I really like drafting in Magic, so it was worth it at the time. Yeah, drafting's the best. Drafting is the best. No way. I could wait. I don't have to play it here. This lets me clear his guy, and I could still cast the explosive. Maybe he casts like Rune or something. How do you track viewers when you start streaming? Asking for a friend. So there's streaming. Like I could go on for days about my thoughts on streaming and like how to grow and stuff. I don't have any friends. You have a lot of friends. So all I can tell you is really like my path, and I think a lot of people have different paths. But I think my path is probably the most common and the most realistic for having any success or growth on Twitch.
Only schmucks get stuck in the muck.
But I was already a member of Dreads' community. I watched Dreads for a year or two before before I started streaming. So I already had some people who knew me in his stream, but I also knew him and he helped me out. So he raided me a couple of times. I think that that's like the easiest way is to like be a part of a community that already exists, and then like integrate yourself in like a natural and organic way. Like I wasn't over there on my first day like, hey, I'm starting a stream, everybody come watch me. I never said a word in his chat. I just about anything like that, and that can be this kind of shit. That'll really frustrate people. But then I think you want to be, some of the easy stuff is, you want a consistent schedule for sure. I think you want to be on. I think it's good to be on as often as you can for as long as you can. And then once you kind of have a routine, like whatever it is, like every day or Monday through Friday, like, noon to 6, whatever, every day you're on in that time. And when you're before the stream and after the stream, you probably want to spend some of that time integrating yourself as a genuine member of another community. Like if I used to watch a ton of Save File before I started streaming. Like before I would turn my stream on, I'd hang out in Save's channel or some of the other contemporary arena streamers. I'll take that.
Magic betrays those who abuse it.
I think those are things that like are within your control. But I think there's stuff that goes even further beyond that too, for sure. Such as, I think the time I streamed helped a lot. So I picked a time where there were fewer like large, well-established streamers on doing the exact same thing as me. So like it was really just Crypt, but I would start kind of towards the end of Crypt's stream and after Dreads was done, before Shady Bunny came on. So there was this little window of a couple of hours where there just wasn't a big established Hearthstone streamer. And I do think that helped a lot. You gotta talk like no one is around in your channel. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Yeah, so I think you want to be interacting when people aren't there, which is hard, but you kind of have to do it. Could have played this first. If that had taken a hit, could have been nice. But like that stuff's easy. Like you can learn that. Like you can start streaming to nobody and pick up that skill. I think I've gotten better at it over time, but I think it was something that kind of came semi-naturally to me, just like kind of holding conversations and stuff. Consistency's the key. Yeah, now the reality is if everybody's consistent and everybody's on at the same time, like everybody kind of is now, like you're not standing out in that way, but you're also not like preventing yourself from having an opportunity to have success as well, so you're at least being on like an even playing field in that capacity with people. Dima had just stepped out. Yeah, when I started though, Dima was on. I streamed for months with Dima on in the same slot, pretty much. And I think when Dima quit, it helped me kind of go from 50 to 100 or from 50 to 70 or whatever it was. And then I think other things, like you really want to go into it with the right mentality. Like I streamed every day for like 10 hours a day, twice a day. So like 4 hours and then like another 5 or 6 hours like every day. I was doing 2 streams a day for when I first started. And like I was already integrated in Dreads' community. I was spending probably another 3 or 4 hours in other Hearthstone Arena streamers communities independent of what I was streaming. And Dreads had hosted me a few times for a couple hundred viewers, and that's like a benefit that most people don't get. And all of that, like I went from like 5 to 10 to 18 to 27, and over the course of an entire month, you know, to 35, then another month at just 35, then to 45. And it's like you really, you kind of have to anticipate that. You have to kind of understand that for most people, that is the reality. And honestly, I gotta, like, most people don't even have that success to go from 10 to 20 to 30 to 40. Like, most streams just, you know, go from 0 to 0 to 0 to 1 to 0. The camera's a lot better. This is actually the exact same camera that I started with. The mic's a lot better, though. If I were giving you advice, I'd say invest in an actual good mic. Get a $50 or $60 mic. Don't use a $20 webcam mic. That's what I originally used. There's a microphone in this camera that I do not use. When you first started, you were streaming earlier in the evening for like 2 hours in the evening. I was dating a woman. I was kind of like trying to like mirror my schedule around the times that we were, or she was free or whatever, or not free, but I was still consistent with that. I would do like 11 to like 3, and then we'd hang out from like 3 to like 9 or 10, and then I would stream from like 10 to 3 or 4, and I go to bed, and I just keep doing that every day. You have more success than most, but how do you leverage it once it plateaus? Well, I mean, there is a cap on kind of like how much you can grow. Hearthstone has a cap in viewership. You have a cap in your certain time slots, and it changes, it fluctuates plus or minus some number based off of who else is on and what else is going on in Hearthstone. You have to kind of accept that and hope that, like, you know, new content attracts new viewers, or, you know, it's helped me honestly that like Victor has supported the stream, Asmo has supported the stream, XD has supported the stream. There's not a ton of huge arena streamers, but some of the battleground streamers have helped us out, have helped us grow, and you know, that's not lost on me. Here, let's do this too. Hope for the best. You still have your Spider-Man lamp? I do not. Did that answer any questions? I'm sorry, I told you I could talk for days. I'll try to cut it off there, but I'm very passionate about streaming, and I've spent a lot of time theorizing and testing and thinking and processing the whole grind. I actually find the grind, especially when I first started, the first year or two or so, 3 maybe, I found it to be very rewarding and very fun. Now it becomes very routine. You know, every stream is kind of the same. You kind of know exactly what to expect. You kind of know exactly what to do, but that's also kind of good too. Means I get to live, right? Twitch Watch, thanks for the follow, Twitch Watch, and Mimoen, thank you for the Prime as well. I need a good draw here. Got a draw. Is it good? I don't know. 4, 2. Two. I don't think I had lethal. I don't think so. Guess I can have... Well, I don't want to take more damage on my guy. So let's just do it like this. Very nice to hear your thoughts on the subject, yeah. And I think, you know, recapping all of that, for me, it was a job. It was a potential profession that I wanted it to be. You don't have to approach it that same way. It should be fun. It was fun for me to do that. But if it's fun for you to stream one Saturday a month or whatever, or once a week, that's totally fine too. Like, you can still grow your community. It's just more difficult and it will take longer. But maybe, you know, you stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday when you're off of class, when you're out of class or whatever, or whatnot. And maybe 6 months in, you're like, wow, I've actually gone from Redbeard said I might not grow, but hey, I have 50 viewers a night now. Maybe I want to stream the other 2 days and see if I can make a little money or whatever. And you do that, and you're like, wow, I'm at 100 viewers. It's been a year and a half. Like, wow, you know what? I'm going to try to add another day, and, you know, maybe I'm going to really try to invest. And you can make that decision over time as long as you're, you know, you're having fun and you're staying balanced. You know, you're getting like a work-life balance and whatnot. I think a mistake a lot of people make is they're like, oh, I'm just going to stream for 17 hours this first day and 17 hours the next day. Oh, nobody's watching me. It was really boring. It was really miserable. I don't want to do this. And then you turn your stream off and you never turn it on again. So much better to do every day for 4 hours, you know, to 2 people rather than 17 hours to 4 people and then feel burned out and never want to turn it on again. Get a hold of that. But I also could just ping like a 2-1 or something. Layla had a great transition, Princess. I thought about approaching it as a job, but I figured it's pretty unrealistic, so I'm trying to have fun with it. You win either way that way. Yeah, it's interesting because I actually don't have a concrete opinion or answer on that. I firmly believe that a large portion of a large contributing factor to my ability to have had success has come from the prospect of treating it as a job. So I'm a little biased in that regard. I don't think there's anything wrong with treating it like a hobby and stuff, but I think you minimize your ability to have success doing it that way. Not everybody has the capability or the desire to treat it the way I do or did. But I think if you want to, then it's better to go all in. I didn't have a job when I started streaming. I quit my job and I thought to myself, if I fail, then I will have nothing. So I'm going to try not to fail. And, well, so far I would consider myself to have not failed personally. And other people might say that, you know, we haven't had enough success or we need more success. You get to kind of dictate what your success is. I'd like to continue growing. I'd like to, you know, have more success and more stability. But if this is the most successful we ever get, and this is the most stability I ever get, it's a million times better than working any job I've ever worked or any job I could imagine working. How many Lamborghinis do you own? 0. I don't own a car. Some people are not for streaming, regardless of the time invested. Right. So if you're streaming every day for a year and you're never growing, you kind of have to be honest with yourself too, and you know, think about like your approach. Have you done everything you could do? Are you know, are you really engaging with people? Are you really good at what you're doing? Like, are you an engaging personality? Are you like a high rank in the game you play? Like, people are looking for reasons to watch you, and they don't want to watch you just because you're like a kind of a cool guy. For the most part, you kind of want to have like that's a good thing. I consider myself a semi-relatable, semi-sociable young man, well, old man. You know, you want to have some draw. So I don't think this stream works if we don't ever have success playing Arena. I think you should be really good at the game to be a successful streamer. Yeah, you think that, and I agree, but really good is relative, right? So I'm better than 99.9% of Arena players. I'm also not as good as probably 100 players, 50 players on NA most of the time, but I'm still really good at it. And, you know, some people are just, you know, they have another draw beyond just the skill of the game. And they can find success that way too. I really don't want to, I guess I'm...
I ain't no snitch.
Trading.
I ain't no snitch.
I've got to just get hit by a scale next turn. I guess I might as well trade. It doesn't really do me any good. Your community makes me stay away. For new people? Yeah, they're too, like, loving and supportive, I guess. But that's okay. Like, I would much rather have a community that is, like, engaging and fun and interactive and supportive. And if that pushes people away that aren't any of those things, then that's fine. That's the beauty of Twitch, and again, the beauty of being a streamer is you get to pick where you go. You get to pick how you cultivate the community. I don't want to stream a boring stream with uninteresting, uninteractive people. I don't want to do that. I wouldn't do that. I've never done that, and I never will. And if that means we just have people that don't fit in or don't want to, you know, participate or what, that's totally fine. I would much rather do that than the alternative, which is to have a channel like a lot of Hearthstone streams where nobody talks or nobody's at all interesting or nobody supports, right? So I don't watch for the gameplay. I'm here just in case Redbeard does a hot tub stream one day. There you go. It's possible. Hearthstone's community I find is 1,000 times less toxic than other bigger games. Yeah, I mean, you get to cultivate your, again, your stream, right? For me, like, I mean, if I played League of Legends, maybe people would be toxic, I don't know, but it just draws me cards.
Magic betrays those who
I would just tell people to shut up and I'd ban them.
Welcome to Dog Poop in the Mouth.
I ain't no snitch.
not this day.
But I'm sure you get more backseating or whatever in a strategy card game like this. It has a lot of downtime. It's probably more here. Igno Tracer, thanks for the 11 months. Thank you, man. Where's Redbeard's laundry folding stream? I need to see those target skills in action. I gotta remember to grab a shirt. That was a good spell. I thought it was the card draw spell. The main reason I come here or go to other streams is streamer interactions with the chat. I don't do it intentionally, but I did find that all the streamers I watch are those that respond to chat and are sociable with the community. Yeah, I prefer a stream like that, but there are a lot of times I like to put a stream on and go to bed, and I've never said a word in them. A lot of the Mario 64 streams, I'll watch Puncation. I don't chat at all. I don't even look at chat. I don't read chat. I just listen to them play Mario, and I really like it. Sometimes I'll put on, you know, Dog or XD. I mean, they chat, but I'm not like, I just listen to them play Battlegrounds, and it's like I kind of know what they're saying. I fall asleep. You know, I like that. You can, you know, it's not a zero-sum equation. It's not just like you can go to different places. You can spend different amounts of times. You can get different things from different streams. There's nothing wrong with that. We can get 111 bits from Fuji. I appreciate that very much. Getting 4 attack was a 50-50 chance. We could have armored up. Yeah, I was hopeful that the Trench Stalker was going to get us the game, still. I like to watch Sunny to fall asleep. Sunny's wonderful. I used to put Sunny on after my stream, and I'd be kind of winding down for bed, and I'd be too engaged, and I'd be cracking up too hard at her, so I just like I gotta switch off. Like, I can't sleep to Sunny, not just because she yells, but also because I find her too entertaining. I think they're doing a little meme, Ellie on Pam. Pam's a little memester. Do you wake up from bleeding ears from time to time? She's loud and she's passionate. It's really great to play a 2 here, but I've got the Phelan. I'm gonna try to play a Phelan. I used to blast the Pixies to fall asleep. I used to fall asleep to Kid A every night for like months. I'm gonna play this one because it might be able to get both of those. And I'm only going for Fires of Zinashari, that's all I care about. Shield Slam's okay. I tried her stream and the volume was too much and I couldn't do it? Yeah. Right, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Trying to think of a way that I can play this. I mean, I can hero power and shield slam and skip my turn. He plays a 4. He has these 2 taunts. I'm really not sure how that's winning. At least this way I can hero power, shield slam if it's still on the board. And I can at least get a 2. Maybe there's a Krakatoa on the bottom, maybe? I think we kind of have to go for that. This does nothing still, right? Problem is,
Let's see, what do I teach?
yeah, I mean, I'd glug, I guess. I have to take one of the 7s for sure. Don't have a TV in my room anymore. I gotta get a TV for my room. Kid A seems like it would give you dreams that might get you institutionalized. Well, I had a checkered past before the stream. That doesn't have taunt. That doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna play these because these do nothing. At least I injure some cards. Maybe it's like, oh, I'll trade them off. I have a 4-1. Considering you haven't drawn very many weapons this run, I wouldn't have guessed that it would go 7-0. Is there something OP that I'm missing with this deck? You're missing that the fact that we haven't played against a lot of mages. And when you're not playing against mages, I also assume we went first a fair amount, would be my guess. But when you're not playing against mages, you actually get a chance to win some games. Isn't Z-Lag better? No. We get 3 taunts here, and Z-Lag does what? Hits him for 2, hits here for 2, hits here for 2, hits here for 2, and then you die. Z-Lag kind of sucks. Glug is guaranteed to give you some stability. Is it enough? I don't know. But Z-Lag never kills anything here. Or if it does, what does it remove? Like 2 power, maybe? 6 if you get incredibly lucky. And then he has 1, 2, 3, 4, plus what he drops here. So you're down to 6 at best with no taunts, and that's not good. I'm scared to know what's on Nick at Night in 2023. iCarly or something. What's the card? Grand Shield do? 3 mana, 3/4, taunt, battle cry, cast a copy of the last spell your opponent played. But I mean, hey, we were 7-0. We've high rolled already, so we're kind of playing with house money right now. He'll value trade here and still have all of his minions. See, I would have killed his minions probably. No, it's very unlikely to kill anything there. 2/2 taunt bodies are not that good. They're much better because they're guaranteed to deal 2 damage to the minions, whereas the Z-Lag's not. They're guaranteed if he doesn't have any removal. The reality is he was dramatically ahead. And we took the better of 2 options there. Z-Lag is not likely to kill anything.
Garrosh versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory. Victory or death.
Okay, I really want a 2, but I'm gonna keep these cards. Was likely to die? No, there was 6 targets on board. You only get 4 triggers. Hitting a 4/1 does effectively nothing there because you're not left with any taunts, so you're guaranteed to take more face damage that way, even if you hit your fabled 4/1. You have to hit like. Again, the optimal situation can remove 6 power, and you'd have to get insanely lucky to do that. Like, probably like 10% or so. Whereas we had 100% to put 6 taunt power on the board that saves us 6 health and deals 6 damage to the minions without having to rely on RNG. Sure, he gets to pick, but that's how the game works. He gets to pick cards sometimes. I'm actually gonna hit here. Maybe he doesn't heal and he taunts and we bunker. Do you agree that any meta where mage is the best is a toxic meta? No. No.
In the dark.
I just watched your card review video. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know I did a card review video. I didn't know that was happening. Right, let's kill that thing. I should have slammed that actually. No, I don't. I think what makes a toxic meta is when there are very few viable classes. When you go into a draft feeling like you can't be competitive, or every game is like a Death Knight, right? Like at the start of the Death Knight release, it was non-stop Death Knight. I felt like that was very frustrating. This meta, Mage is the best class, but it's not even statistically that much better than the second or third, or, you know, there's probably 8 or 9 like really tangibly viable classes right now, which is pretty in line with there's probably more viable classes in this meta than we normally get. You came up with Mech Tyson. It's true, I was there. Was that, I can't remember who originally came up with Mech Tyson. I can't remember who that was. It's so brilliant, and it's such a fail that they didn't, I was gonna turn those into shorts, I just didn't. Also, why is Danny talking about Pete and Pete? I just watched an episode of Pete and Pete like 2 days ago. I remember Are You Afraid of the Dark too. I don't know why I was like curious. I was gonna go on a Pete and Pete spiel. I thought maybe nobody would remember it. Is this GG? Yeah, he has a cathedral. We're pretty much dead already. It was so funny. I watched the first episode. I kind of like skipped through it. I was like, I couldn't really remember what Pete and Pete, like how the show is even structured. It's really weird. It's really weird. But I was watching it, and I remember when I was a kid watching Pete and Pete, how old the kids from Pete and Pete seemed to me when I was watching. I was so fascinated by that concept. I was like, they were so much older. They seemed like adults, or like, you know, they're like teenagers, or like, I don't know, the kid 11, 12, 13, and you're watching and they're just like, they're babies. Hey, almost, Amp Nero. You could try again. You're almost there. It was weird, really weird though. The show was actually quite funny. It felt very 90s. And it's just like, what are we gonna do? We're just gonna have a show about like 2 brothers named Pete, and they're just gonna be like kids talking to other kids. Really weird. Did you decline my invite? No, I added you. I thought. I'm not online though right now. I'm almost never showing online. I have a memory of having a neighbor who was 9 years old, and I thought she was so old and mature. No, she was just a dumb little kid. Sure hope I hit that left one. Cool. Life is weird like that? Yeah. It was really weird though. Very surreal. Guy pulled a smelly head on you. He loves that card. Who names both of their kids Pete? I don't know. I kind of wanted to watch another one. I've been thinking the last few days. It's really been on my mind. I really, you know how like you get older and you really miss being a kid? Darn, hit the second best one. Like you miss being a kid. I'm getting old enough now that I kind of miss being a young adult. I kind of miss being like 20. And it's kind of, it's, you know, getting old is way worse than being young. Put that on my tombstone, okay, when I die. This deck has performed better not seeing mages. Yeah, now you kind of can't play against a deck that's not broken, because the priest decks that are 7 have to be broken to have beaten the mages that they queued into. So you kind of like not hear it. Again, another priest drowns. Insane card value. Answers are very hard to win. How good is priest in terms of stats relative to the other classes? It's like 4th or 5th. But the stats skew people's perception of like what they're gonna face in reality. Because all the stats, like the HS replay stats, really tell you is how consistently you can roll a good deck, I think. And then if a class is more difficult for the average player, then it also might it might not be applicable, as applicable. It's like sometimes lower performing classes on HS Replay can be higher performing classes for better players. But like like I said, like this priest deck is going to be good because they're either a really, really good player with a bad deck who got lucky and played well, or they're an average player with a really, really strong deck. Otherwise, you don't get to 7 wins. Like, that's the average player taking the average deck goes 3 wins or less. So, any deck you face at 4 or 5 or 6 is an above average deck or an above average player or an insanely lucky player, which was why sometimes you beat them, right? Like sometimes you end up winning those games. But if your deck is like ours and it's not very good, then sometimes in this meta there really is nothing you can do. My tombstone's gonna read, I told him I was sick. Almost any class can high roll with discovers and value. Yeah, and the priest decks and the whatever the hunter decks and the paladin decks that high roll with discovers, they high rolled because they have the chance to discover. Like that in and of itself is already part of the high roll. We don't have the Scorpids, we don't have the Pandas, we don't have the Fires of Zinashari in our deck, we don't have the 1 mana Discover Taunt card, we don't have any of those cards. So we've already low rolled the draft. We don't have the capability to discover things during the games that can compensate for the lack of quality. That's why you have to go in with a realistic mindset and a realistic expectation that we got 7 wins. We were 7-0. We blew this deck out of the water. This is a win. And if you're going into like this game or the next game expecting like an easy run, expecting an easy match, or like, you know, if you think you're going into this match favored, then you have to like reassess the card quality. You have to reassess how strong your deck really is. Look at how we have no things on 5 and 6. Very few things to do after turn 4, which is fine if you have 3 Fires of Zinashari in your deck, but we have 0. So reality, the deck gets tougher with each death. Yeah, each death, each win gets tougher. Red's a realist. I'm a realist. I play a lot of Arena. I know when I have a terrible deck that can't be consistently competitive. I know when I have a below average warrior without animas, without tidal revenants, a couple of average, honestly, average legendaries or below average. And we got 7 wins, and that's cool. I've had a lot of fun playing this run, and I didn't have to focus too much on Hearthstone. And we did get a couple of Fires of Zinashari, and what else happened? We had some really close games with some really tough wins. Game's going okay? Yeah, pretty good today, I'd say. Warrior's just fun? Yeah, I just enjoy playing Warrior. I enjoy drafting Warrior because there's at least the prospect of a high roll. That's why I don't enjoy Death Knight or Demon Hunter, because you just end up with decks way too inconsistently competitive. Warriors feel like, I don't know, every 3rd warrior you draft maybe has a couple animas and a tidal rev, and if you're a good player, maybe you can navigate to 4, 5, 6 wins, maybe. I don't know what this does. Draw a Fell Spell. This deck was very fun to watch. Yeah, like I said, and you can tell, right? Like, you can tell when decks have the capability to do well. And this deck certainly did, and it got lucky we didn't play against a lot of mages early. So it was fun to play, and hopefully it was fun to watch. I had a plan for my family to deal with my remains, but none of them will agree to it. What was it? Maybe I'll do it for you. My plan wasn't anything unrealistic, but I understood why they'd say no. Did they want you to sprinkle them into, like, seasoning or something and put it on morning omelets? You can have your cremated remains compressed into an artificial gem. I want to be a nice piece of jewelry and sold at a cheap garage sale with no backstory. Yeah, no, I think you may have mentioned that, actually. I had a nightmare about something like that. But yeah, that's cool. I don't see why they wouldn't do that. That warrior location seems weak as fuck compared to the other ones. Wait, what do you mean 1 mana deal 3 damage is not as good as summon 3 4/5s with Rush? Get +6/+3 and draw 3 cards. Turn 3 Death Wings into 3 3s. Yeah, it's pretty shit. Relatively speaking, it's pretty shit. But it was serviceable for us at times. Excuse me, sorry.
Let's see, what do I take?
1 mana though? Yeah, it costs 1 mana. He might be motivated to, he's like, oh crap, I can get rid of his great dredge. Little does he know, it's crap, maybe he just pings it even though he can't kill it or anything. So we had at least 3 games, maybe 4 games, where by turn 4 or 5 we had both of these in a deck that has 3 cards over 4 mana. Very unlucky in that regard. This is a rare scenario where it's really good. I wouldn't consider this really good. I'd consider drawing 5 Golem parts pretty nice right now though. Wait, Peon's still on top? Or it's shuffled back to the top? That shouldn't be. Do they have the 5/5 that cleanses your deck? I don't know. He's waiting for my Phelan, maybe. I think the Golem shuffled it back up. Yeah, maybe it shuffled it. And then, since it was a bunch of instances of shuffling, I think it just randomly came back to the top. Looks like after the first shuffle, it's equivalently likely to end up back on top as any other card, any other individual card. And I guess if it could end up back on top after the first shuffle, right? So there's nothing preventing it from just being the top card of your deck again. I expected you to get 3 with this, bro. If I were guessing, looking at this deck, I would say probably max out at 4, but probably more likely to go 2 than 4, just based off of, you know, my experiences in this meta. So, I will, again, absolutely take 7. 7-0 to 7-3 usually feels bad, but I think if you play this out 20 times, that might be the only time we go 7-0. And if you play it out 20 times, maybe you go 7 once or twice, maybe? Because, like, this game and that Priest game, they didn't feel like, okay, I'm like, now I'm at the, you know, top end decks. It was like, you know, I got beat by an Aralon at 0-2 on curve from a guy who didn't float a single mana as a hunter going first, you know, like, you face it at 0-2, you face it at 11-0. It's every deck's the same. They're all powerful. The deck suddenly got weak. Yeah, maybe they switched some of the cards and they didn't tell us. Draw was terrible this game. This game was not a particularly good draw. Maybe the Golem parts get inserted without shuffling? No, they definitely shuffle. If a card says shuffle, then it shuffles. So after this takes damage, shuffle 2 Golem parts. Things like, Ignite and that, like, they change the order of the cards in your deck. They'll take the bottom 3 cards from your dredge and put them in a random spot in your deck that could end up back in the bottom in the same order. It's rather unlikely, but possible. I can kill something. There's still time. Hey, Callie. That removes nothing. That removes something. So we'll do that. Sorry, I'm clicking some buttons real quick. killed me with a bunch of burn spells. I wasn't watching, sorry. Okay. It was a lot of fun. We're gonna start another draft and at least play a game or two. Maybe we'll finish the whole draft, we'll see. But it was it was so much fun. Those last 3 games really checked out because didn't really feel like we were playing. Excuse me. But it was fun.